What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey, and as usual, hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. And as you can see, we got my guy on the screen, Byron. And as y'all notice, he's moved. He's in the penthouse. Byron, what's good with you, my boy? How's
What's up?
everything?
Man, life is good, man. Appreciate you having me. Life is
I
good.
appreciate you on the show. I appreciate you on the show, man. Listen, we're gonna get right on into it, dog. But before we do that, I just gotta say, um, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food since it's around the time period? What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Oh, I gotta have them candy yams. I gotta have the candy yams.
Okay,
If I ain't got
okay,
them candy yams, I'm good. Like that's all I need. I need them candy yams.
okay.
That's
See,
it.
I'm not mad at that answer. I'm not mad at that answer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say this 'cause I have a cheat code with it because I was gonna use candy yams, a version of them at least, as my dessert. But mine is mac and cheese. Like it's got to be mac and cheese. It's got to be fried mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not mad at yours too. Because if you tell me you got some marshmallows on them things, hey dog, like it's a little tough. Yes. Ooh, dang,
I
I'm
need the
starting to
I
get
need the
hungry again.
yams. Yeah, I
All
need the
right,
yams.
favorite dessert though. Favorite dessert.
That's tough. It can go a lot of ways. My mother, she always made sweet potato pie. That was something that we kind of came up on, sweet potato pie, apple pie, the cobbler, the peach cobbler. So like, it's the traditional southern pies, if you will. So I can't really choose
You gotta
one,
pick
but
one. You gotta pick
I
one, brother. You gotta pick one.
if I had to pick one, let me get that peach cobbler. Let me get that peach
Okay.
cobbler.
All right.
Yeah,
That's a bet. That's a bet. Then
let me
see,
get that
it's
peach
tough for me
cobbler.
too because I also say I have sweet potato pie and banana pudding as my favorites. But if I got to go with one, because I didn't get the yams, I'm gonna say sweet potato pie. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can't go
Like
wrong.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
do.
it's sweet potato pie. That thing different.
Yeah, it's it is what it is. We here with it. We here with it. But ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to get that food out the way because it's around Thanksgiving time, so I was actually curious what your favorite meal is. All right, so now going on then to the next division. Matter of fact, let me make sure I got these boys down here. Um, we're gonna talk about here the AS. I'm sorry, the NFC North. Now we got the Lions, we got the Vikings, we got the Packers and the Bears. This one's actually kind of surprising. I can't lie to you. I know people were talking about the Lions this season and how they're going to be pretty good. Um, I think Kirk Cousins going down kind of crippled the Vikings a little bit. Also, they lost Thielen too. Their dynamic changed a little bit over the offseason. Um, is there is is there any team that's going to be able to beat Detroit, or will Detroit start to falter for you? Because again, at 8-2, I mean that's kind of impressive. I ain't gonna lie, that's very shocking.
I wouldn't say it's shocking though. At the beginning of the season, I think we're on the shot. I predicted the Lions to win that division. I said that originally.
Mhm.
Um, I didn't think any other team in that division would come close. I said that before. I think the
Even
Vikings
Kirk,
last year. Mm-mm. The Vikings last year weren't a good team. They had a good record. They
They
weren't a
had a
good
good
team.
off. They had a really good offense last year, and that was able
They
to
had
get
a
them by
yeah,
some players or some
but they
teams.
didn't. But they lost Cook. They lost Cook,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
lost some
and
some other
Thielen.
guys as well, right?
Yeah,
But for me, leaving last year, they had a lot of close wins. Like I think they had the most games decided by like I think 2 points or something. It was something crazy like that. I forgot what it was. So
mm,
for me, they weren't an impressive team. They knew how to win. And I think the difficulty in that, if you look at the opposite, right? The Lions was the opposite. The Lions were a team that lost the most last year by the least points. Like I think they had like 7 losses by like I think a total of like 10 points. It was something crazy, some crazy stat.
I hear that. I
They
do
turned
hear
they
that.
they turned so the Lions and the Vikings were the opposite last year, where the
Yeah.
Lions lost close games and the Vikings won close games. And I think the Lions, their coach, I think they bought into that coach. I think
Hmm.
they're bought into kind of what's going on. They got St. Brown, good receiver. I think Golf got a chip on the shoulder and things like that. Golf is a very underrated quarterback, probably one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the. Golf is good. Like golf,
I
at the end
don't.
of
No,
the
no,
day,
no,
he
no,
went
no,
to the
no.
Super Bowl.
I don't. I don't think he's underrated. I just think people think he's not that top tier quarterback. Like he's. I don't want to say middle of the pack, like above average. I think that's fair to say for Buddy. I don't know what's your thoughts on that because you coach football, so you might think differently.
I mean,
Like like
this
he not,
season, this season he has 27, close to 2,800 yards,
mm,
16 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and a passer rating of 96.1. Um, I think that's pretty good.
but
Pretty
could that be system and team like coaching? How much of that is
I
factored
mean,
into this
last year,
situation?
okay, last year he threw 30 touchdowns and 7 picks, and he had
Okay,
4,400 yards last season.
you said
So
30. You said 30 touchdowns, 7 picks,
last season with a
and
99
then
passer rating.
and then this year we're at 16-8.
Yeah, so he has more picks this season. He has he has he has he has more
And
picks
we
this season.
about half the season in, or a little over half. I'm just saying
He had the
above
season in, but
average.
his team has a better record too. Team is playing better. So you're gonna make mistakes. I don't know why. I mean, he just threw 3 interceptions last game. So
Hmm.
that's where most of his picks came from.
Hmm.
He had 3 last game against the Bears, which is interesting. But outside of that, he hasn't really turned the ball over that much. He just had a bad game against the Bears, which that's the reason why his stats look like that. Where
Okay.
he
Okay.
would have had 5 hypothetically if he doesn't throw 3 picks. So it's right on play, right on point. I don't
So do
think he
you feel
has
like
finished the season more than probably 11 picks.
so when it comes playoff time then, because this Lions team is young, and again, going back to my earlier statement when I said it's kind of a surprise. Yeah, no, it's still a surprise to me, bro. Like, because you got to remember this Lions team was pretty much where my Panthers are right now, like at the bottom of the barrel. But for a consistent time period, like they were 0-16 at one point in time as an organization. Like we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We can't forget that. So um how far you expect these boys to go? Like they hit the
How
playoffs.
far?
Yeah, they hit the playoffs. And mind you, they hit the playoffs second seed, so they get that first round bye.
Like I said, I got them. I have Eagles and 49ers in the conference championship,
Okay.
in the conference game.
Now
So,
what happens if they're the third seed, I guess? Can they sneak past that first round for you?
oh yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna make it to round 2.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
Detroit making it to round 2. If I were
Okay.
to put 4 teams as your top 4 seeds in NFC.
Well, hold on. Hold on a second. I think we about to go to them next. So let's talk about these ones next.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's say these other teams. Matter of fact, um, in regards to in regards to the Packers, to the Bears, it seems like they got a little quarterback trepidation. Both have good young talents, but there's a question mark on if they got the quarterback of their future. Do the Packers and Bears have the quarterbacks of their future, or is it just one of the teams, or do neither of the teams have that in your estimation?
Um, I don't. I would say personally, I like Justin Fields.
Okay,
I'm looking
okay,
at his
okay.
numbers right now.
Hmm.
His numbers are underwhelming. He hasn't played that many games this season. He's played what 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. He played 7 games this season.
I
The
will
seven
say
game.
it does seem like the coach does not necessarily like him too much. So it could be a fit issue as to why his numbers are a little deflated. Because last year, Buddy looked like he was about to have a breakout season this year. So,
Yeah, and that's the thing. He had 2 games this season where he threw 4
mhm,
touchdowns. 2
mhm.
games where he threw 4 touchdowns against the Broncos and the Commanders. Outside of that, he's thrown a touchdown in each game but the Vikings, which he had 58 yards. But I think he got hurt that game. I'm pretty sure he got hurt that game because he didn't play again until he played the Lions and he had 169. I would say for me, for Fields, and we're talking about Fields, I personally like the kid. I think he can play. I think he
Mm.
has an arm. I think he went to an organization who historically has not had good quarterbacks. When I think of a good quarterback on the Bears, I think of Kyle Orton or Rex Grossman. I mean, those are like two of the names that I like automatically kind of think of. I don't think of anybody kind of good for a quarterback in that organization. For me personally, just be me
Yeah,
personally,
no,
that team has historically has never had a good quarterback.
I feel yeah, no, I can't get I'm not the biggest football head, like but like go, I can't think of one. Like
Yeah, so I threw a name. You probably like Kyle Orton. You probably don't know who that is.
no, I know Orton.
So
I remember Orton, but yeah,
and Rex
that's
Grossman took him to the
yeah,
Super Bowl when they lost
that's
to
crazy.
Peyton Manning. So I would say like yeah. So historically, that team has not had a good quarterback. I think if you
Mm.
put and we can play a hypothetical game all day long. You put Fields on a team like the Falcons right now. I think he plays great. I think he plays great in the
Don't do
Falcons.
that. Don't do that. No. No, that's a terrible idea, actually. A
I
very
think he
terrible
plays
idea.
great.
I
I think
I
he plays
I
great.
I I agree. That's why I say it's a terrible idea. Do you not
Oh
see the
yeah,
jersey? Like come
I
on
see the
now.
jersey. That's what I'm saying. Like if you put him on a better like with a team that's has more weapons and like I can't even name one receiver on the Bears right now. I've been saying that for like 2 years.
I would
I,
actually like I would like to see Justin Fields on a team like the Vikings. What's your thought?
Even the Vikings, yeah, even the Vikings that they have weapons. They have some sort of guy to throw the ball to. I can't
Yeah,
name one receiver on the Bears.
yeah.
No
No,
disrespect to any of those guys who are professional athletes. I can't
facts.
name one receiver. I don't know any. So who was he throwing the ball to?
Oh, I mean, DJ Moore, respectfully.
Okay, Moore is on the Bears.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah,
Like,
Moore, but Moore's a good receiver. But I haven't watched any Bears game. Unfortunately, I'm not interested. I'm pretty sure he's getting double teamed. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's getting shaded coverage, slided coverage, double covered. I'm pretty sure he is. Now, I'm not saying Justin Jefferson doesn't or Jamar Chase or some of the best
right,
guys in the league. But at the end of the
right.
day, DJ Moore is not on their level. They're not in the same conversation. DJ Moore is a number one. He's not a Justin Jefferson. He's not a Tyreek. I know that's a conversation for a different day. He's not a Tyreek. He's not a
Just saying.
Justin Jefferson and Jamar. He's not one of those guys. And that's no disrespect to him. He's still a top 15, top 10 wideout for sure. But he's
I'm saying
not
top
on the
10.
level of a Justin Jefferson. No. Mm-mm.
I'm just gonna
Not at
say
all.
DJ on any given day, we can make it work, my boy. You gotta rock with your guys. You gotta rock with your guys.
I
But
like
not
him. I like him. Yeah.
it is levels to it though. It is levels to it, like you said. Um, I I would like to see Justin Fields traded. I think there are a couple teams that would be pretty decent. Vikings one. I would like to see him paired with Justin Fields. I mean Justin Jefferson. Oh my God. You got the Raiders too. I think that'd be a solid little interesting storyline to work with. You get Devontae Adams with him there. I think that'd be interesting.
It would.
But he has good talent. I just want to see how he does with a quality team. And I thought the Bears was going to maybe take another step, but they also got a decent defense too. But
You know what I like too as well, which probably won't happen. I think you send him to the Jets and allow him to get play behind Rodgers.
that's not going
It's
to
not gonna
happen.
happen. It's not gonna
That's not
happen.
going to happen.
It's not gonna happen. But I think Fields is incredibly talented.
Yeah.
I think he gets slighted. If you look at that protect, I watched him in the preseason game. Like the Bears is the bad team. Like they're a
Mm,
bad team from
mm.
top to bottom. They're a bad team. They've been a bad team. So it's
What's
like I don't know.
I just need I just need to see him in a good organization. And
Exactly.
from there, I need to see his decision making because I can make we you can make excuses for him all day long. Oh, the team, the team, the team. Well, he does have a weapon in DJ Moore. So I mean, when he goes up against a team like the Lions, I understand you're coming back from injury, but still, we do want to see a little bit better than a buck 68, especially when we saw you drop two 4 touchdown games. Now, those are against the Broncos and against the Commanders, who are at the bottom of the barrel of the league right now. So it does seem like when you're playing against low tier teams, you do well. And when you play against those top tier teams, you play subpar. So I think that's we recognize the talent. We just want to see that consistency, and you can blame
Right.
some of that on the team. That's why I say I want him to be in a good situation because he's also going to have these are the prime years and with athletes, like, and especially with football, like that thing can go pretty quickly. So I don't want to
Absolutely.
squander this talent, that window for him because I mean, who knows? This man could actually go and lead a team to the Super Bowl in the right situation. So
Absolutely. Yep. And and I think that's the hardest thing with the NFL versus like NBA, right? But
mm,
but look at too, right? The caveat to that is the NBA has those organizations that is similar. And I know we're talking about football right now, but Minnesota Timberwolves, right? It's a prime example. You got so much talent that's been on those teams, and they don't go anywhere. They kind of their careers just kind of just fly by. Like
yeah.
KG, Karl Anthony Towns, Wiggins, even. I mean, he's not the same conversation, but Anthony Edwards, you know what I
Well,
mean? Like,
I mean, they trying to make a little noise now. Like Ant
they
Man and them
trying,
trying to make a little noise now.
but
Yeah,
it's like, but those organizations historically aren't prominent organizations. And it's like, for example, Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna go back to football. Lamar Jackson has went to one of the best organizations in football, and they only started in I think 1999 or 96. The Ravens, I forgot which one. But at the end of the day, it's a good organization. Like they are a winning culture. They know who they are. Their identity. They have an identity. I
right.
don't think the Bears have an identity. They haven't had an identity since Walter Payton in the '80s. So
I thought their identity was defense, bro. Like
but that's the
I
problem
remember.
though. But that's the problem. Your identity is defense in 2023 still? That's
I mean,
I think
offense
that's the
sells
problem.
tickets, defense wins championships. Like that's
But
what
they
we was
got
taught.
0. They
That's
they
fair.
have
I
0.
hear that's a very fair point, but I mean, if
They
the
have
saying
0.
is that, like, I mean, defense has brought championships before. They just got to keep trying to find the offensive piece, I guess. Like I don't know. I thought they had one point in time a defense that could actually carry them to a Super Bowl, similar to what the Broncos did. I don't think Peyton Manning carries you to that Super Bowl. The defense does. Peyton Manning kind of just game
Yeah.
manages. So that's
Yeah,
what they're
I agree.
missing. They just need that game manager, a couple pieces on the offensive end, and then tweak the defense a little bit, and they right there in the thick of things. But I also think their biggest thing is
Yeah.
management too. It's always been a little fishy. Like the fact y'all can't get it right, and they've been decent enough where I'm like y'all could have sustained it. So I don't know. Like similar to my boys. Like, hey, bro, somebody in management need to lead. Matter of fact, hold on. But nah, Byron, I appreciate you for covering the NFC, my boy. Next time we're gonna try to get you on the AFC. I don't think you covered that one last time, did you? I know
No,
we
no, I didn't cover it.
yeah.
Yeah, I can get on that one. Yep.
Okay, definitely, yeah, yeah. So we will definitely cover you on the script. We will definitely cover you on that one, my boy. Do you have anything you want to say before we close up shop?
Nah, man. Let's hope that y'all have a great Thanksgiving. I think the holidays is always a tough time for some people. Reach out to
Mhm.
those people who you kind of care for, and those who care for you. For some people who have struggled during this time. Nah, happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. Be careful on Black Friday if you go shopping. I don't really do Black Friday shopping, but be careful if you do. Just have a blessed rest of your week. That's it.
That's a great one right there. I appreciate that. Also reminding me, I definitely got some stuff that I still got to purchase on Amazon. That's my Black Friday shopping. I ain't going out like
Yeah,
I'm
nah,
not
I'm not
going
going
out.
out right here.
Not at
No,
all. Hey, but those were good times back in the day, bro. Like Black
for
Friday
sure.
shopping out and about. Those are all right times, man. I hated them lines though. They were really
Yeah,
long,
I'm not going
unnecessary.
nowhere.
But hey, they were good times. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the show. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone who's anyone. My name is Trey. I'm the host of Get a Bucket. Hope you all having a good one. Take care.
Oh, I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here.